Thanks for tuning into Stocks with Antonio. I got some bad allergies. I'm just sharing that with you because you might notice in the video. If you're someone like me that gets really bad allergies, let me know down in the comments below because it's really unpleasant. So then you know how I'm feeling right now. But let's get into it. So as you can tell by today, investors are getting back into the market, right? Not too long ago, we had a pretty strong pullback. And I saw that pullback really, to be honest with you, as a great opportunity to buy some of my favorite stocks at a discount, right? And really, where you make your money is in the red. A lot of retail investors, when we see red, we panic, right? We panic. If you may start selling off some of your great stocks, you may be thinking, oh, the world's coming to an end. We're going to recession. People are really quick to assume the worst. And a lot of times, these pullbacks, they're short lived and we recover stronger and go to new highs. In my opinion, 2026, it's just going to be a great opportunity when there's a pullback because I believe we're going to end the year a lot higher. I think we're going to go to new highs. Now, that's what I think. Anything that I suggest is, anything I say is not going to be a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, but I'm just sharing my views and what I'm doing. And what I decide to do in these pullbacks, I decided to go into APLD. One of my favorite stocks, Applied Digital, made a ton of money in 2025, and this thing continues to move to new highs. Why? Because the company continues to grow. It's having great earnings. It keeps getting new contracts. It keeps building new data centers. These are the things that you want to see in companies that you're investing in. Growth, good earnings, good forward guidance. This is what's going to help the company stock price go up, right? Now, I did come across I call it the big brother, APLX. Now, this thing moves and you can make a lot of money, just like you can lose a lot of money with it. It's not meant for you to hold long-term APLX. It's meant for short plays. And when we were having the pullback, I did add more shares into Apply Digital because this thing went under $30. Now, it didn't last under $30 long. So I saw it as a great opportunity. And I got some shares in the 28s, right? And even though it went to the 27s, I knew it would recover. And look at today, Monday, February 9th, closing at a little over $38 a share. Amazing. Now, what I have noticed about Applied Digital, when it starts to get into these higher levels, the 38s, 39s, $40, I call it resistance levels. Why? Because it has a really hard time breaking through the $40, and when it does, it's short-lived. Now, since I follow this stock every day, I know that usually around here, it will pull back down to 35 and even under. So usually under 35, I call it support. I don't think it's going to break under 30. It could, but I notice it's done a really good job staying above $30. I know it broke the $30 in that strong pullback, but unless we have another strong pullback sometime recent, it's probably going to stay above $30. So my resistance, I say, is under 35. I mean, under 35 is my support. Resistance is where it is right now. So I'm predicting in the short term, we're going to have a pullback. It's going to go under where it's currently at. And that's where I'm going to buy more of APLD. But for me to get more APLD, it needs to be under 35 and to buy back into APLX, right? When APLX was pulling back, when we had that pullback, APLX went all the way down to $44 a share. No, I wish I would have loaded up the boat at $44, but I can't time the bottom. No one can. But when I saw it coming down, when I saw it at $80, that was my first entry into APLX. As I saw it to come down more, I didn't panic. I bought more in the 70s. I bought more in the lower 70s. Then I bought some in the high 60s. I bought more in the low 60s, and I bought some in the high 50s. And that's where I stopped, right? Eventually, your capital starts to run out. And then it started to continue to go down, but I wasn't panicking because I knew, hey, we're going to recover from this pullback. And man, we recovered quickly. Now we went to new highs. And today I was able to sell all those shares that I bought at $96, made a huge profit in APLX. And I was really excited about that. Now, how was I able to do that? Because I'm paying attention to these stocks every day. I'm watching their price movements and I can see where there's opportunity. And that's what I suggest. If you want to get into trading short term, long term is a little bit easier because you can just invest in great companies, dollar cost average, let it sit there and do its thing. When you're doing short term, in my opinion, you kind of gotta like stocks. You gotta like the stock market because it's gonna take a lot of your attention. Every day throughout the day, I'm looking at the stock markets. When I come home from work, I'm looking into stock markets Monday through Friday and Sunday before the market opens up on Monday. I'm looking into stocks all the time, but I like stocks. I like doing this type of stuff. I like seeing where there's opportunity. And then there's some stocks that I've grown to really love to follow, like APLD. So you're going to see me make a lot of videos about APLD. And if nothing changes about the company, when I see these pullbacks, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to buy some more shares. I believe APLD will eventually break that $40 and go to new highs. Unless something fundamentally changes about the company, I'm going to continue to buy on the pullbacks. I'm going to continue to enter APLX on these pullbacks. And I know right now it's running up. And a lot of times when we see stocks running up, we get excited and we want to buy as the stock's going up. But that's when sometimes you gotta sit on the sidelines to say, hey, if you missed your chance on the pullback, don't just chase it now that it's running up. Let's look for opportunity when it's going to run down. Look at the chart, and you'll see that APLD, usually when it goes up to $40, it tends to pull back. Now, I'm not saying that one day it won't break the $40. I think one day we'll break through that $40 and go to new highs. But for right now, I don't think it's there yet. I think we're going to find some more opportunities. So if you missed the boat, do some of your homework, understand that investing carries risk, but you might be able to still get in it under $35 a share, which I think is a great purchase price. Now, remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you buy, hold, or sell. I'm just sharing that I think that's a good entry point in my opinion, and that's what I'm going to be looking for. Let me know if you already have Applied Digital in your brokerage account. If you do, what was the entry price that you got into it? Are you long term? Are you short term? Or are you doing both? I love to know what my viewers are doing when it comes to stock market. Are you having success? I love to know. Let me know. Tell me your story down below. If you haven't done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate you watching. And if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel.